if you got to carry the pistol every day and you ain't got no beef, that means you just scared to squab. You scared to fight.
Yeah, that's what I
What he
said. You's
say?
a coward. You
What
don't want to. You don't get them hands put on you.
what Pop say? Oh, you think you a man with that gun, son? Huh? I'm a man with.
Man,
Hey, he said y'all sissified. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
right.
If I knew
Scared
you
to
had
take an
to,
ass whooping.
yeah, if I would have knew you had to walk around with a gun, with a goddamn gun, I wouldn't even moved around here. Oh, you think you a man with that gun, huh? I'm a man without it. Yeah, all right.
And man, you're so quick to pick up a gun, scared to catch an ass whooping. You
Go
fight
fight.
to live to see another day. And that's the truth, man. You take that ass whooping.
This these
You know, it's a comedian, Raphael Sadiq. Not
yeah. Oh,
Raphael
you talking
Sadiq,
about
that's the singer.
Ali Sadiq?
Ali Sadiq. I said
That nigga,
Raphael.
yeah, he do look like a
That nigga,
Raphael though. I ain't gonna stunt.
hey, he's a Ninja Turtle looking nigga, but nonetheless, he said something. I know you seen it. He was talking about his scene Honor. The first time he understood honor and it was a pimp and a nigga fighting. And he said the pimp got his ass whooped, but he had a pistol on him, and everybody was like, "Damn, nigga, why didn't you shoot that motherfucker?" He said, "Nah, that nigga, it was a fair fight. That motherfucker was quick, wasn't he?"
Yeah, you got to shoot the fair ones.
Motherfucker
These
bust my nose. You know what
these
I mean? Like you
YNs,
gotta,
brother. They if they fight
man.
you,
They don't want to. They don't.
they
That's
can't
too embarrassing,
lose.
man.
Yeah, they can't lose.
They
See,
can't. That's
we
the one thing I will say that I do respect LA gang politics versus Chicago and it just seemed like them niggas is willing to go ahead and squabble.
in the Midwest they trying
These
to
niggas that
shoot.
no in the Midwest, nigga in Chicago, they not
Yeah,
fighting shit.
I
Detroit,
mean,
they not fighting
yeah, that's
shit.
what I'm
They
saying.
gonna
In the
pop the
Midwest,
shit out you.
they trying to listen. They ain't trying to fight.
In LA,
Fighting
they'll
been
get down on you.
Yeah, they be D. Oh, that's a DP, man. DP's been out the window since like '93, cause we be like niggas been getting active for years.
That's what I'm saying, man. And it just it's sad, man, because it's unnecessary gun violence when it don't need to be that. Like that should just be standard for your true ops and niggas that really didn't blew down on you, so you blowing down back on them.
What
Or
it
they didn't try to take your life, so you gotta try to take theirs. But if it's just a straight up fight,
Nick?
like I see the nigga, he my ops, I'm just
Yeah,
finna bust his nose and keep it pushing.
niggas act like this is Call of Duty. You can get killed and go to the
Man,
gulag,
right?
nigga.
Yeah, like you right. You finna automatically come back to life after a
Yeah,
nigga
like
pop you. No, you
you
are not.
you're not going to the gulag, nigga. You tripping?
No, nigga, you either going to jail or on the run.
You might not make it. Shit. So
Niggas might catch you slipping.
they gonna hey, they
You
gonna
seen Poetic Justice? Hey, ain't
man.
that nigga right there? Yeah, that's that nigga that was talking that shit the other day, man. Yeah, and that's just how quickly a nigga could get caught
Exactly.
slipping. You out there with your bitch, nigga. You finna
You finna
go to
move
the
on,
movies and
or you
you
finna
know what I
move.
mean, move and groove on her, and she was ready to give you some poom poom, and then you got your brains blew out.
Yeah. And why in every hood movie a nigga finna move out the hood and then he get whacked? Like he be like, yeah, I'm finna move out the hood in a week.
Yeah, that was. I think the worst of that was Minister Society, man.
Yeah.
That was. I still to this day hate that they ended the movie like that.
So man, he couldn't have a good a hero story.
I mean, yeah, something like he reinvented himself in Atlanta and now he's doing good. No, you going to see he got popped and old dog eventually got caught.
Hey man, that'd be how I go though.
And
For real.
you know how old dog was supposed to be in that movie, bro?
How was he supposed to be old?
No, he was
16?
supposed to be 16 years
Oh.
old.
I was gonna say that, so I thought like maybe 16. Yeah, but old dog was a G boy. He was like 30 in that bitch. In that movie, he was damn near like 30. The way he was acting, yeah.
Bro, old dog, and then I'm just keeping it a bean. The closest I've ever been around to somebody like that was Cuzzo.
Oh yeah, Cuzzo was crazy. I'm
That was
glad
the
he changed his
closest
life.
that I've ever seen to anything close to anything I've seen in the movies. And he was really living that life. Like I was around at the time. I
Yeah,
seen it with my own eyes, man. Like
nigga, I
I
used to be
never
with
been
him, so Whew.
I never been with a hood superstar until I was with cuz I nigga, we're over north and everywhere we drive is motherfuckers honking like throwing up the set. I'm like, the fuck is going on? I'm like, Dub, you got me riding around with this nigga.
Nigga, crazy.
Anything could happen.
They got all type of war stories.
Anything.
Man, that's because you know in the back in the day in the early '90s and shit like that.
Mid 90s.
In the mid early '90s and stuff like that. You had to get moved around by being on the city bus a lot. Like so, if you was like really outside and you was getting active, nigga, you was on the north side, south side, nigga, everywhere, just making shit happen. And that's what Cuzzo
Man,
was
what?
doing. He was making shit happen. So,
The Skyway movie theater.
oh, that was the shit. Was that what you? I went to the Skyway movie theater to go see Independence Day with.
Yep.
Nigga, I know my little movies. I might have seen another.
Yep. We
I
went
might
to
have
go
seen.
see. We went. I think it was me, you, Dub. Who else was with us? Was Duder with us? Nah, Duder wasn't
No,
with
I don't
us.
think Duder was with us. It
I
was
think it was
somebody
just
else.
me, you, and Dub. Or was it? Was it Potts?
It might have been Potts. It might have been Potts. I ain't
I
gonna
think it
lie.
was Potts. I don't know. I know it was me, you, Dub, and somebody else.
I remember that shit.
And we got. I just remember how funky that movie theater was.
Nigga, the floor was sticky as hell.
Sticky in the mud. You be picking your feet up. Man, you know they turned that into a bar.
Nah, I ain't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard
It's
they.
like a bar, club, something or other.
You got to think. The
They be
last
having
time I was there,
performances and shit.
Block, what you call it, was still around. I heard that's gone. What shit called?
Block E?
Block E? That shit gone, ain't it?
Yeah, that shit's over with.
Yeah, so that's
Over with,
crazy.
bro. That movie theater that used to be downtown, been gone.
I went to a couple movies with a couple shorties downtown over there. You feel me?
Yeah, we all did. That was the spot. Like once they moved from Skyway, they moved across to Block E.
And it was
But-
fresh. That was fresh. I don't know why they.
Yeah, they
but-
took all that shit because they, niggas, man, they took all that shit from downtown. It ain't really shit popping downtown. I tell you that. Like you got to go to the North Loop or further closer to like the U of M, that area to actually have a funky good time with no static. Anything on 7th and or anything on Nicollet, you can have a good time, but you better leave before club close.
I remember we seen Baby and Manny Fresh down there. Me, Dub, and Bill BA
That sucker.
at
Nah,
Twin
fuck
Sound. Yeah, sucker. That's my nigga though, man. I love Bill.
Yeah, Bill. He good people. He
He's just not
don't be
going.
in no.
He's just not going. He's not going to squash a fly. But that's my nigga though. All right, man. We gonna go ahead and get active, man, because you already know how we do. We at mess around there.
Yes, sir. Right, we'll be chopping it up till 8:00.
Yeah. So hey man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. This the Benchmark Podcast, man. It's your boy Broadway Beats. I got your boy with me, Neef, aka Mr. Perp. Man. Hey man, of course if you trying to get perked up, oh yeah, in it's playoff time. So if you trying to get blued and greened up, you know what I'm saying, forest green and you know what I'm saying, the dark blue, you feel me? Then you
Yes, sir.
Oh, I know my nigga Neefa put that throwback on you. Hey, y'all don't know, man. He'll get you throwbacked out.
I already been rocking it, man. I bet we had the KG commemorates game. So, I had to throw my old school 1995-96 KG rookie season throwback jersey on. And I got the hoodie to go with it and the hat. Yeah. That's how I get down, man.
I met KG downtown too. Hey, rookie year on everything. I got his autograph on the damn receipt. I don't know what happened to that receipt.
Wish you had the KG rookie card. Man, got it signed. Woo!
That would have been nice. And he was just like, "Hey, don't tell nobody I'm up here." But he was cool. That nigga was cool.
Yeah.
But
I got to hoop with Randy Moss one time at the Arena Club.
Oh yeah, that was probably
got
dope.
About 5-6 dunks, and then came out and smoked the Black and Mild with niggas.
Damn, he was smoking Black and Miles. That's when you know that nigga was active. He was smoking Black and Miles, moving like that.
Man,
damn,
exactly. pure. That's how you know he just had 100% God-given ability because he's still. I'm pretty sure he was blowing too because we had no. We wasn't that foolish to be smoking weed out in front of there. But
Yeah.
we was smoking that black and mild after we got done hooping. And he sure came out and pulled his out and tapped it with us and was chopping it up. I'm like, man, I wish y'all would have won it that year
I know.
in '99. He's like, yeah, I thought it was gonna be sweet. It ain't as sweet as I thought it was.
Hey, I know Jizzle.
Shit,
Jizzle was smoking too, but he probably he was smoking them trees.
man, what jiggle, man? I'm telling you, all them niggas blow a little bit, man. Maybe not every nigga in the league, but I guarantee you, like I know Klay Thompson smoke, I know KD smoke,
Oh yeah.
I know
Brandon.
who else
Brandon.
probably a
What you
blower?
call it? Blow. Brandon. What you call it?
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram blow them trees. I seen his eyes. I'm talking about bloodshot red. I was like, oh yeah, he's
I
off
already
that.
know, man. I mean, to me, if weed is the equivalent of alcohol. As long as you can maintain and do what you're supposed to do, it's the same exact type of vibe. Like it's probably it ain't no probably
It's
it's 100 times better than alcohol for you.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Like they ain't never said alcohol has cured nothing besides helping you with a bullet wound or some type of puncture wound or some injury. Other than that, I've never heard use alcohol for nothing medically wise. Versus marijuana is used for all types of medicinal purposes.
Come on, Cammy. Camera wanna act
Yeah,
bogus
yeah. It
already.
went out. You back on I
Nah,
see
my
you.
shit ain't moving though, boy. This shit.
Oh,
Okay, I gotta. I don't know why I do this. It just freeze up. Like what the hell, man? I don't know. Did everything you supposed to do to get this shit together, man. Um, might have to do it the other way. But however, man, we ain't that ain't stopping nothing. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the
goddamn
bitch,
right.
speaking of the damn bitch, my podcast. You know why I get together. We gonna go straight into it, man. You know what I'm saying? The play-in tournament happened last damn night, and two of the games. Let me make sure that's clear. Not all the games. Just two games that come on tonight. The Hornets versus the Heat. That was the first
Mm-hmm.
game that popped off, and the Hornets stunned the Heat 127-126. I don't know how I got the same in overtime. Um, First and foremost, let me ask you, how should we feel about that win? And then how should we feel about LaMelo Ball injuring Bam Adebayo?
Man, so first to answer the first part of the question, it was hell of a game. Like that was an
Yeah.
instant classic game. Like it was big shots made. It was a comeback made. It was on both sides. Like the way the Hornets started OT after they had tied the game up with that Kobe Lash type shot, that Kobe White shot to get the tie to even go to OT. They came out and was up by like 8. I damn near changed the channel. I go come back and Miami's damn near about to come back, and then they get a steal, and LaMelo gets a dumb foul on a 3-pointer, and dude takes the lead by 1.
Man, that's
And
crazy.
the Hornets ended up getting the win, and now they're on to the next game to see if they can win that to get the 8th seed. But I will say the second part of that question, Melo Ball, you are probably one of the dirtiest players I've seen in a long time because no one has called you out on the dirtiness, and you've done it 2 times now. It's on tape.
Oh,
You're that guy who, if you fall on the ground and the other man gets up quicker than you gonna grab his leg.
he gonna do anything, really.
And this time you actually injured the dude. Like he didn't have no way to brace himself because you took his legs right from underneath him. So I just feel like he got away with something that he shouldn't have. I hope the league finds him a good portion of money, and they could even possibly suspend him. And I wouldn't even be mad at it because that's you've done it multiple times. So clearly you're doing this with intent. This wasn't something like you accidentally flailed and your arm went out and you tripped him on accident. No, you purposely looked for his leg because you seen you wasn't finna get up fast enough, and you sweeped his leg, and this time it caused him an injury. The first time you did it, he was athletic enough and going forward, he was able to keep his balance and keep it pushing.
Man,
But I will say this too to add to that, what Amon Shumpert said on ESPN today, which I didn't notice until he said something. Where the hell was his teammates? No one got upset. No one hard fouled LaMelo throughout the game after they knew that's what he did. So it's like that's why it didn't really have no repercussion to it during the game. Like Amon Shumpert said, somebody should have fouled the shit out of LaMelo Ball. Like, and then for him to get the game winner on a layup,
that's crazy.
like that was your perfect time to Rick Mahorn that brother. Billy Club him, Dominguez or whatever your name is, who was guarding him. You should have Billy Clubbed him. He got to go to the line, the free throw line, with a half a concussion.
Yeah, that's
So I just feel like it was a great game, and it's just tainted with that fluky play.
yeah. Um, I'm gonna have to double down with you a little bit, like you know what I'm saying, on some of your take, like but wait, before I even ask you that, do you think that actually took away from them boys being able to actually like just win? Like, was that the game changer
Absolutely.
right there?
It's think about it. They lost by 1 point in overtime, and you took away their best player, and he only played 11 minutes.
Man,
Worst case scenario, even on a bad game, he would have gave you 12.
easy 12.
That's the difference. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Like they had nobody to match up. And you got to think Wiggins was playing out of his mind. Oh, dude, Mitchell or whatever his name is, the guard for Miami was playing out of his mind. So you give a not even a sub prime game from out of Bayou. He's gonna be able to play enough defense, and that's what he's known for to help with Miles Bridges. Like Miles Bridges was in the boys in the paint was doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
And I love Ware. I like his game, but he needed out of Bayou with him. He had 17 rebounds.
yeah,
So it definitely cost him the game. And that's why I said it has that asterisk to it. Like it was a hell of a game. But I just feel like I said, with that dirty play, it kind of gives you a bad taste. And I hope the Hornets lose their next game and don't make the playoffs just because he did that. That would be the karma that they deserve.
yeah. I agree with you. Like, I think that kind of put a damper on the game, like for real, for real. Like, you know, second quarter, it ain't even, you know, that's just when you kind of getting active and just getting it ready. And
Man, I stopped watching the game because I'm like, oh, this is a wrap.
yeah, you need. I
I
mean,
didn't pick it back up until the fourth quarter.
right, and we all know, like, of course, uh, you know what you call it. Still, probably had the Hornets probably still had a good chance to maybe make it happen and win because they ain't a bad, terrible team. But at the same time,
Nah, they're great. They're a good team. They've been playing good ball this year. But
right,
what I said when we was talking about it is, and it was starting to show true, like the pedigree of the Heat having playoff experience. A lot of their key veterans and players that they have on the team have a lot of playoff experience. Powell, he went to the finals. I think he got him a ring with Toronto. Out of Bayou, Hero, some of those players off the bench, they just had more playoff experience. Plus, I told you, Coach Spoelstra is one of the top three best coaches in the NBA. So I knew they was going to be prepared. I just didn't know where it was being played. But even with it being played in Charlotte, I still felt like the Heat had the better chance just because of their pedigree.
yeah. That's always gonna be the factor for that team because they kind of got that Golden State to them. Like, you know, a lot
Yeah,
of
they do.
some of these teams are good, but they don't really showcase their real talent until it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Mhm.
with that being said, without Adebayo, like you don't got as many cats that's on the squad that got that playoff pedigree that could take it to the next level. And yeah, I just think that play was just hella dirty. It's just like, how the hell do you allow him to get away with that? Like, I know they said something to the ref, but the ref like shrugged it off. I feel like at the same time, that should have been one of the ones where like that should only be when the replay is damn near used. When you can look at that, that's something that something that should be called like, okay, the refs didn't see that, but the office, they should, the replay office and all them, they should have been able to pause that game because let's be real. I don't think LaMelo would even finish the game after you seen him doing that. I don't think they would have allowed him to continue the game. That's worse than just doing a dirty foul.
At best, he would got a flagrant one. At worst, he'd got a flagrant two ejection.
Right, and that to me, that's worse than doing a dirty foul, like fouling the person and they shooting. That's even worse because, like, he wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do in a layup, you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, don't boom, they about to foul me. So brace yourself a little bit. He's coming down on his feet from trying to get the rebound, and then he grabs his leg and trips him up under him. Like you said, it doesn't happen more than one time. And I don't know, man. I just feel like suspension should happen, and it should be more than one game, just because it's been actively happening more than once. And so I think that's just his character, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He like I said, he's a goofball, weirdo type dude. And his game is real herky jerky. So that doesn't shock me one bit that he would go to that type of a tactic to try to get it popping.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, we gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? And get to the get to the next situation. It looks like the Suns played the Blazers, and you know what I'm saying, in the play-in game as well. That was the evening game. That was a late night game, and the Suns fell short, 114 to 110 to the Blazers, and Dini, I don't know how to say that nigga's last name, Avdija, dropped 41 points and 12 assists. Um, my question is, man, is Portland, is this ahead? Are they ahead of schedule? How well do you feel like they gonna do moving forward? And also, does this loss say something about Phoenix? You know what I'm saying? Is this gonna be the end of
Absolutely.
Phoenix and Devin Booker?
It should be, but it won't be because he's still relatively young. I think if they have another bad season next year, he's going to be on the top on the trading market. And it might happen mid-season if they don't, you know what I mean? Like they're not looking like they're going to be, because I mean, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you really doing in Phoenix? Like, I don't know what they got going on. Ever since they lost in the finals, they have went nothing but downhill. And they went and got Kevin Durant and couldn't get nothing popping. So that's why it's something with that team. I was just saying this to the homeboy today. Like, I don't know what it is, if it's like because they don't have a true point guard or they don't have another superstar to go with Booker. Because I can't even really say it's that because when they had KD, they still couldn't get shit popping. So yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's one of them Brooklyn situations. Like it just ran its course and you just need to reboot. Like get what you can for the players that are superstars like a Booker and I might keep Green, but I might not, depending on who wants to give me what for him, and build for the future and try to start and do something different because what you've kind of seen the road of what this team could be with Booker is the head horse on this team, and it ain't far in the West. It ain't even a play. You're in the play in the last couple of years. So I picked them to be cooked anyway.
Yeah, they probably out of there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just looking at how just looking at how the squad is going right now, and the
Hello.
build of it, like you said, they built them up they done so much with the team, and they just haven't been able to quite do exactly what they should be doing. Like my expectation, me and your expectations for Devin Booker after doing so well without having like any other superstars with him, it
Man,
was up there, right? And
it was
so
up there. He was a top 3, top 5 player in the league, and then like a top 3 guard in the league. Like it wasn't even close, but he didn't somehow fell off the Raptors. And I can't really say it's any fault of his, but you've been unhealthy and your best years are past you, in my opinion. Like I'm not saying he can't still be a great player with another great player, but him being that guy, him being that forefront, him being that type of a player, I just don't see it. I don't see it in him no more. I don't see the stats on the night to night basis where I'm looking and I'm like, oh, Booker dropped 45. Booker that was what he was known for. He used to bust what? He was 50 balls, 60 balls. Like that was what he did. When was the last time you looked up and you saw he had something like that on our way?
I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we've seen it from him in a long time. It's I mean, I ain't even to be honest with you. He ain't even been a factor in the last few years. Like we haven't even heard his name. You know what I'm saying?
More than Goodwin and Dylan Brooks. Let me put you on the All-Star ballot. Says a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Just being honest. Like for me, I mean, this Suns team, like you said, man, it's over with for them. And I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't know. And I'm almost to the point where I don't think that Booker even got a damn chance to, you know what I'm saying? Because if he can't play, well, I don't know.
He's got to
Kevin Durant,
if
I
he
don't know. He
goes
been struggling too, so I don't think he
if he
been that
goes
great.
to like he's got to go somewhere where they already got an established superstar, and he could just run that second fiddle Scottie Pippen mode. That's the only way he's gonna get him a ring. Like if he fucks around and ends up with Golden State, and him and Curry are together. Like he got
Man,
to be, you know what I mean, or him, Curry and LeBron are together with Golden State next year. Like it's got to be something freaky like that where he could just pick his spots when he's going to be great. He ain't got to be great every night because there's someone else that's going to do that, or at least try to. He ain't got to worry about that. He could just, oh, I'm hot tonight, 50 ball. But every night I'm giving you 26, 28. Look up his stats, bro. What's his stats for the year? What was his
let me see.
average points for the year?
It
Because
looks like he
if you could compare it to last year and the year before,
damn
because I want to see if he's going down or up.
he was killing. Shit.
He was killing this year.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like he was averaging 26. He averaged like compared last year he was averaging 25.6. This year he averaged 26, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And last year was 25, 7 and 4. And then the other 2 years that he was really killing was 27. He was doing 27
So
basically
so in other words,
he hasn't got
he's
better.
giving you he's giving you 25 a game, and his team isn't even making the playoffs. They got to be in the play-in.
And see what my takeaway from that is that he's like, Gilbert Arenas, which is a great player, but some of these players are great when they don't have nobody else to depend on. But when you play somebody else with them, they're just not as good. And it's that Chris Bosh
But
syndrome.
who's on you talking about Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green?
No, they don't got one. I'm just saying I would compare him to being like if you throw another superstar with him, because KD didn't really count to me. But you put another superstar with him, he will probably perform like how Kevin Love and Chris Bosh and so many other players, how like Dame Lillard went over there with what you call it, and he didn't quite perform like he was supposed to. That's kind of how I would see Booker with another perennial All Star. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think he's as good as we think he is. I think the number the way they are is because he's in a market that allows him to do what he's doing. Um, he hasn't really been in the last 4 years. He hasn't really been that great of a player as far as like being able to upgrade his team and make them better. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
he USA team when we just won the gold?
You said was he on the USA team?
Yeah, when we just won the gold with
Um,
Curry and Brian and KD.
I don't know if he was on the
I think he
USA
was,
team.
but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he was, but I can't
Nah.
remember. But nonetheless, it don't matter. Like we can go on to the next question. We didn't beat his head like a drum. We know what you are. You're a fraud. Moving on.
And you gotta say pause after that. You say you be okay. I guess yeah. You might have to
I said
pause
beat
with.
his head like a drum.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a pause for the head. Now, if I said
Okay.
something else solid, then it would be a little freaky. But I digress. Being that my little bro said pause, I'm gonna say pause just because he said that. But I still
It's just a
feel like
little
it wasn't
questionable,
necessary.
man. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting a glizzy you feel me, and you got to break that motherfucker in half. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't eat the,
See, you
you
know
feel
what?
me?
It's a division in that, bro. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know who started it, but my guys out in St. Paul, they've been getting on me about that
About the
because
glizzy.
we're all there's a division. Anybody who was 40 and up, they feel shouldn't even have to worry about pause because that's something for these young bulls and everybody else that they this is what was said to me. And I'm just repeating what was said to me. Why should you have to even worry about pause when that was never a thing when we was growing up or in our prime? That's number one. Number two, he said, if you do have to say something about pause, that says something about you and what you be thinking about what's going on. Cause you never, he's like, think about it. You never thought about that. All these years you've been eating hot dogs and Polish sausages and everything else. You never thought nothing fruity about it until these young bulls brought that shit up and then started saying pause. He said prior to that, there was no such thing as that even being suspect or anything. He said, so I'm gonna be a man that's over 40 and nigga, any nigga that says something like that to me, nigga, we can go outside and see how fruity I am.
Are you ready to square up?
He was ready to square up on his. And I had to respect him on that. I said, you know what? That has a little bit of bearing on me because I am in the age bracket of you. I am 40 plus, and that was never a suspect thing until like obviously if you was just fucking raw dogging the hot dog, niggas would look at you sideways. But if you was just eating a hot dog or a Polish sausage on a bun, nobody was saying nothing or thinking nothing weird about you doing that. But if you was just eating hot dogs straight out the pack, not even cooked, or or, or boiling them up in the pot and just eating them with no bread, unless you didn't have no bread, and even then you cut them up and threw a little pepper on them bitches and just ate them like that.
Nah, that's facts. You
So
speaking facts. You speaking
So
facts.
yeah, man, he was I have to agree with him to a certain degree. Like I'ma still say pause because it just seems the proper thing to do in certain situations because it is a little suspect out here in the world. We like I tried to explain to him, we live in a different world. This ain't 1997 or 2006. It's 2026. So it's a lot
Yeah,
of it's a lot of so with that being said, you got to make sure that it's a valiant point for you to be one way or the other, or else they can be construed.
facts. Yeah, you speaking facts. I mean, I guess that's you speaking
It's
facts,
all
man.
opinion. It's all opinion and preference, man. Like I'm not gonna never knock nobody for nothing their opinion is or how they feel on whatever. That's how you feel. I can only move how I want to move, and that's how I choose to move. If I choose, like I said, I don't feel like I needed to say it, but for the sake of
You
my
speaking
my
facts?
my my younger brother catching me on it, and he being a little bit more on in tune with the vibe and with the algorithm, I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I'm just going with the algorithm. I don't really, it don't really, phase me none. What the hell? Why is my shit is all the way,
Bonkers, sonkers, man.
okay. But yeah, okay, we gonna push on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna push on. He spoke some facts for the young heads. I mean, you feel me? The young ones. Um, you know what I'm saying? All right, man. Moving on a little bit, man. We gonna switch the gears a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Doc Rivers, he done parted ways with the Milwaukee Bucks. We just talked about this shit last week. So, with that being said, my question for you is this: should this be the final damn chapter for Doc Rivers? Or do you think he still got something left in the tank? Do you think he should be able to come back and coach another team? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
nah, man. He's done with that. He's done with coaching, man. He's cooked. And I mean, you would be almost asinine to give him another opportunity as a head coach at this point of his career and his age in his career. I think if he's smart, he goes in the office spaces, a VP or uh, a GM or something to that extent. Go further up in the. I think almost 100% certain that's what he's gonna do. Cause I just feel like he's one of them NBAers. Like he's like a Joe Dumars. Like they see that they can get the bag from the NBA for the rest of their life. So why not do it? I ain't mad at him. You know what I mean? And we've never knocked him on being able to draft talent. So, I could see him going into that type of a role or position. But I said it
Oh,
last week. Like the old head coaches is going to be a small select few that have an opportunity to be a head coach again. All the rest of them, they gonna have to be on somebody's new head coach, assistant coach. Somebody who's new and ain't never been a head coach. He's gonna need that assistant coach that's had that experience. That's gonna be the role for these old heads, and I'm just keeping it real. That's just the recycle of the NBA. If you look at the NBA over the history of the NBA, that's generally what it's been. So I just think that he's either got one or two, and I don't think he's ever going to take that role. I think he's had too much success in his mind for him to be an assistant coach for somebody young that has never been a coach. So that's why I say he's going to take an office job. And I believe either Milwaukee or somebody, maybe the Clippers will give him a chance, or maybe the Clippers or Milwaukee will give him an opportunity to be something in the upper office level. But yeah, I mean, coaching, he's done. This was the last hurrah.
yeah, man. I'm gonna have to double down with you. Like, I don't even know. To me, you done gave him some extra little credos, some extra couple little credences on them to even say that you
I
would
mean, you
allow them.
gotta, you gotta. I give him credit, bro. And you gotta think about this. He got the ring with Boston. Even as much as we could say this is the players, this, that, and the other, he still got it. And then he was able to take the Clippers to a level that they've never been, and they still haven't been since. So with those two things on his resume, plus he already had the stuff that he had in Orlando, even though he choked in the playoffs, they still were a high seed, and he got a lot out of Tracy McGrady. He was an MVP candidate. So I have to give credit when credit is due. He's had duds, don't get me wrong, but he's had some success too. So that's why I say
I feel you, but I'm
he's
just
going to
saying.
have the opportunity to go into upper management because he's had the success in development.
I guess you. I mean, to me, that's giving them a little too much. Just because I only say that because he ain't been success. He only was successful with one team. The rest of all the rest of the times he's been really just like he ain't been able to get you quite there. So it's like, man, I don't know how many chances you give somebody before you just allow them to just sell off into the sunset. You know what I'm saying? To me, um, that's what time it is for him. It's time for the boy to go ahead and sell off into the sunset. Try something new. Um,
Nah, man. Like I said, he knows he can get that NBA money, man, for at least another 3 to 4. So
I mean,
why not?
you gonna definitely go get the. I mean, ain't nobody gonna pass up on the money, but I'm just saying, like
I mean,
it
he
gets
also
to
could do some analyst too. I think he was a pretty decent analyst. I think he did games, play by play games and stuff too. I know that's what his son does now.
like father like son, huh?
They didn't
Um,
figure it out. Like I said, if you could get the bag from the league multiple ways, like you was a player, now you was a coach, or now you an analyst.
oh yeah. And I'm gonna just say it like this. He's had a hell of a run. Shout out to Doc Rivers for doing what he was supposed to do and trying to get a team there. But maybe he's probably, if he did continue to develop and get into like team coaching, it might be best for him to deal with some young bulls. But I think I don't know. He just don't seem like a player's coach at this point to me. I think he picks his favorites, and it's hard to get somebody outside of that type of style of basketball. So, but it wouldn't be bad if you threw him in, threw him with a squad of some new guys, because then he can kind of just adapt off of what he sees in each of the new players. So like maybe a Detroit wouldn't have been bad for him 2 years ago. I always thought that Milwaukee was a bad situation for him, just because he came in the situation in the team in the middle of the season. So the expectations for him was always going to be just way too high. It was like championship or bust for him. So with that being said, he just needs to go ahead and chill, like you said. And if he can get a job to keep making bread, hell yeah, keep going to get that money. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just don't bring your ass to the Minnesota Timberwolves wherever you go. So, all right, we're gonna move on to the Nuggets versus the Wolves, man. The Nuggets versus the Wolves. They play in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Again, I mean, it's like every year. Shit. In order for the Wolves to get to the next level, they must go through the Denver Nuggets. So, who do you actually see what having the upper hand in this matchup, and what is going to be the key expectations for the matchup for that team to win?
Man, so I said the Wolves. If I'm going Wolves in 7, and I'm saying if it doesn't go that way, and it goes Denver's way, is Denver in 5. And I say this because it's a lot of unknown in this series. The last time we played them in the playoffs in the series, we got them boys, and we had Cat at the time. And even though Cat is soft as a Debbie cake, he's a shooter. So he stretches the floor for Ant. And Ant was able to attack him on the in the paint and do his thing. Versus with the team we have now, we don't have a pure shooter on the team, so they can pack the paint. And that's gonna be something to watch for Bench Mob in this series. Is if we can't control the paint as far as being able to attack it and get points and get fouls and get to the free throw line, it's gonna be tough for us to beat them because the Joker, he just for some reason owns us. Like they showed his stats against Minnesota, it's a triple double with averaging 30 something a game. Like that's crazy work. That's what he averages against us. So It's gonna be a hell of a series. I think every game is gonna be a lot closer than what most people think. And I think that Denver has a little bit of an edge just because of how they've been playing and the fact that they're gonna have that chip on their shoulder because we knocked them out the last time we played them, and how they lost to OKC, who ended up winning the championship. So it's gonna be it's the toughest first round draw of anybody in the playoff. I don't care what no one says. Like, yeah, OKC is a guarantee, probably gonna sweep or gentleman sweep whoever they play, but that's just a given. But as far as like a good team going against a team that they match up well against, but it's just a bad matchup at this point in time, it got to be Minnesota versus Denver. So I'm gonna say, like I said, Minnesota in 7.
Yeah. Um. Man, I know. At this point, Denver about tired of messing with us. Hello, yo, you there? Oh shit. Yo, you there? My bad.
Yeah, I'm back,
Okay, I was gonna say I
but I
know.
don't see you no more.
Yeah, my shit acting funny. I was gonna say it's about time Denver about tired of us, man. They ain't finna keep, you know, taking these chances where, they ain't gonna get that opportunity to win. So my thing is this. For Minnesota, man, it's gonna really be up to it's really gonna take up for us to have to deal with the others. You feel me? Like the others is gonna have to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Like Ant Man can do it, but it ain't just like let's be honest, man.
Nah,
It's
we need everyone on deck, all hands on deck for us to beat these boys and get this to a 7-game series. It's gonna be all hands on deck. McDaniels, out of Sawu or whatever his name is, dude we got from Chicago, Bones, Nas Reed, Juju B,
yeah, but
Rudy Tootin's gonna have to stay out of foul trouble. Like we gonna need a lot.
we is, but see, this is my thing. Ant Man probably can do it by himself. He can probably get us over the hump, but it's more playoffs to deal with. So you don't want him to have to expense all of his energy in the first damn round. You know what I'm saying? You we. So with that being said, that's been our biggest problem. Just getting over the hump and getting to the actual finals is that our key role players got to step up. It don't matter who those role players is. They just gonna have to.
DiVincenzo,
What you was gonna say about him? What about it?
I said DiVincenzo, he gotta step, he gotta be hitting like you can't go cold as ice. Like we need at least 3 to 4 threes from you every game. Every game. Like is we need that because that's the only way. Because you got to know these boys is gonna play hard and play right at the crib, and we got to get them. We got to play them 2 at the crib. We got to win at least one of these 2.
Yeah.
And I
So
hope it's Saturday. I'm hoping we can knock their ass off on to get them out the gate like we did last time. Put that pressure on them.
I mean that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take, like I said, it's gonna take the role players, for sure. And okay, so if you, so I'm gonna switch it. You said Denver will win in 5. I think for the Timberwolves to win, it's going to be in 5. If it goes 7, Denver got that. So I don't think we're going to see 7 games. I think it's going to be a 5. It's going to be a gentleman's sweep. I got Minnesota winning, but we're going to need Juju and we're going to need McDaniels and, like you said, DiVincenzo to really do something. And it's gonna be hard, man, because we already know Gobert is the isolation man that you're gonna use to bring up to the top of the key each time all game, because you got to get him to move his puppies in that order to win. And it's vice versa. You going against Denver, you want Jojic you got to make him expense most of his energy out there. So that's gonna be to me the telltale is which big is gonna expense most of their energy by getting ISO. You know what I'm saying? And whoever can win that is gonna win a series. But shout out to the Timberwolves, shout out to Denver because I like both teams. So I really like. I'm gonna be pissed if Minnesota lose, but I won't be too mad. You know what I'm saying? But all right, man, we gonna push on. You know what I'm saying? We got Cooper Flag, man. Cooper Flag, his rookie season is come to an end. He averaged 21.6 rebounds and 4 assists for the Mavericks, but he led them to only winning 26 games out of 56 games. So my question for you is, does that stat line automatically make him the rookie of the year for you? And how do you see him going into next season? What does he have to improve in order to become a superstar?
So I don't want to give him rookie of the year, but I believe he's gonna end up getting it. I just think that it's a I don't know. I just don't think they're gonna give it to Knipple, and I think he deserves it.
He
You
was
know, I
hooping.
think he was hooping all year. His team's improvement was I mean, they're in the play in, like they're gonna make the playoffs possibly. Versus, like you said, Dallas was horseshit all year. So, and he didn't Cooper, he's been consistent, but he hasn't really been hooping until recently. And then he dropped that 50 ball. So he's got that on his resume for the year. So I think that just the splash and the recency might give him a couple more votes than he probably would have got prior to that 50 ball. So, like I said, if it was up to me, if I had a vote and I was able to make the decision, it would go to Knipple just because of how consistent he was all year in the improvement of the team. Because I feel like that should be part of it, just like MVP is. Like, you don't give MVPs to a player with a team that didn't do nothing, but he scored a whole bunch of points. You usually give MVP to a player who did score a bunch of points, but his team was good, like a top 3 seed. So with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna go with Knipple over Cooper Flag. And as far as what he needs to improve on, he just needs to understand it is his team, and I think he's starting to understand that. And they kind of gave him the opportunities with him getting that 50 ball for him to get the understanding of that's how you have to be as a superstar. Like you got to be able to do this. So I think he's gonna go into the off season and really fine tune his craft. Like I said, he's a jack of all trades, a master of none. But that's amazing to have. Like he's great at everything. He's not. I mean, he's good at everything. He's not great at one thing.
Yeah,
So
I can feel that.
I think he's gonna have like I said, he's gonna be an all star. I don't think he'll ever be a superstar and win a championship, but I think he'll be an all star, a perennial all star. So that's how I'm gonna answer that question.
I can feel you, man. How you say that nigga name? How you say that other rookie name? Knapple, Knipple,
Knipple.
Knipple. Okay. I feel you on that. Like as far as on the Knipple, he all year he's been the more polished player to me as far as like ready right now. Of course, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, he only averaging 18 points. He's averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. But I mean, like you said, the better team, he's on the Hornets. He's over there playing with damn near Lamelo. So
And I think he broke a record too for like rookies shoot made threes or something. I think he broke Steph Curry's record or something like that.
okay, I ain't know that, but I was gonna say to even average that 18.5 with Lamelo and them, that shows that he's a good player. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
He's
you got
actually
Miles Bridges, you got Brandon
exactly.
Miller, like you got scorers out there on the squad. And for you to average 18 as a rook
That say a
and
lot,
start,
right? So I mean, it. See, the league is always gonna go with the most popular person in this time. Maybe like in the early '90s and early 2000s, they might have would have picked, somebody who don't got the bigger name, but they gonna go with the bigger name because that's just what the fans want to see. They in the parody and all that type of shit. But I mean, Cooper Flag should have been averaging shit probably 25. He was the only one out there. So to me, he didn't average what I thought he should have averaged as a rookie. Don't get me wrong, LeBron ain't averaged that much either his rookie year or Carmelo. So you know what I'm saying. And then in the future they became some of the best scorers to ever score in the league. So of course you can't expect too much from him because this is his first time in the league. But If I was a guessing man, I think Cooper Flag is gonna get the Rookie of the Year. So I'm gonna stick with that. Since you went with Knappel, I'm gonna stick with Cooper, and I'm gonna say that's my pick of the Rookie of the Year. I think he deserved it a little bit, just because he ain't had nobody out there with him. He was, what I'm saying, no Kyrie Irving, but he had Anthony Davis for like 6 games. So you know what I'm saying. Um, I guess shit. But and then to me, in order for him to become a superstar in the league, he has to learn how to equip pace and slow down the game and take his time and see the floor with binoculars and be able to get more people involved and not always depend on himself. So I'm looking forward for him to learn how to slow down, slow the game down in this fast paced league and play at his own tempo, his own heartbeat, or whatever you call it, his own beat, for him to actually get to that level of a superstar. Do I think he's gonna be a superstar? No, I think he's gonna be probably like a 5, 6 time All Star, but I don't see him being a superstar. So that's my take on Cooper Flag. And if I'm wrong, bench mob, I'm gonna come tell y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know. So shout out to Cooper Flag, shout out to Knappel, and may the best man win. Shit.
Facts.
So we gonna push on the bench or start, man. Where you either put that shit on the bench or you start that shit. Bench or start. Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Man, so this one was a tough one because my name, what I mean, that Michael name ring bells. So and he rung bells.
Bing, bing,
And
bing.
so he was so explosive and exciting and how he would just get it over with. I mean, you'd wait all night, you'd wait up till 10:30. Mom Dukes and then be like, all right, the fight's finna start. We get in there and get to watching and bing, 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 fights over in 20 minutes, less than 15 minutes. It's like, what, man? Now I gotta go to bed. Oh, this. So I'll give him the bench just because Mayweather, I was a grown adult. I had a better IQ as boxing. I understood boxing more and the technique and the cleverness and the way that he just maneuvered through his whole career and never took a L and put many niggas to shame. And I've seen even, I've seen sometimes him take the best in some weird fights and he just always came out on top. So I gotta start money made just off of that, man.
I can feel you on that, and I'm gonna have to double down. Like, man, I remember one time I can't remember who Mike Tyson was fighting, bro, but I kid you not, I had to like use the bathroom real quick. They're like, all right, the fight finna start. I'm like, okay, let me shoot. Let me hurry up and run to the bathroom. And he had this when Mike was a beast. He was cutting the towel and he was putting the towel on like it was a shirt
Oh, when he came out the joint, you talking about when he came out the
when
joint?
he came out the joint. So I goes to the bathroom, my G. By the time I come back, bing, 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 he knocked him out. I didn't even get to see the damn fight. I'm like, damn, what happened? And so,
Exactly.
um, even though Mike Tyson heavyweights, he's my top heavyweight of all time. I mean, I don't really, I damn near shedded a tear when he lost to Lennox Lewis. I was hurt. I was
Man,
crushed.
Lee Knox.
I was crushed. But I'm gonna have to double down with you with Floyd Mayweather Jr. just because, like you said, my IQ of the game changed, but I also was able to just watch his shit in slow motion and see that man
Man,
defense. That man's defense is the best defense I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying?
man.
And sometimes
Damn
I
near Matrix like.
Matrix like I'm gonna be honest, like I used to watch fights at first, I'd be thinking like, damn, he getting hit a little bit. I went back to go see him in slow motion. Man, that man was they was missing every damn punch. So man, that nigga Mayweather is they
Man,
call it cat like reflexes.
what would really blow your mind is if you go back and watch some of them old fights, bro, and you look at the statistics of like like power punches from the other player, I mean the other fighter, or his percentage of power punches that he landed or body shots that he landed, like it just blow your mind. Like he was hitting like 75% of his punches he's landing, and then he's having you miss 75 and 70% of your punches, and your power
Yeah,
punches is never hit. So he was
facts.
just he said he was legendary. He had the ability to make you miss, and he had the ability to counter with decent enough power to back you up.
I remember I seen him fight against when I seen him fight against Canelo. Canelo's percentage of like punches that the ratio to like connecting was like at like a 65-70%. When he fought against Mayweather, that shit was at like 23%. I was like, oh yeah, that man's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like he was able to really master that Philly shell.
Man, facts. Um, bench or start, man. Hot wings or barbecue wings, man. Which one you going with, man? You know that's a good
Man,
one.
see, that's a tough one, man, because I don't know, Bench Mob, if you ever did the combo of the two.
Oh, the combo go
You put those
tough.
you put those two together, buffalo barbecue wings. Oh my goodness. Christmas time. But with this being said, I'm gonna have to just toss it up, man, because I just said it, man. It's too tough of a decision. I love them both, man. It just all depends on the situation. Like sometimes I'm gonna go barbecue. Sometimes I want to go buffalo. Sometimes like I said, I
Yeah,
want to do a combination of the two. So I can't, I
it's
can't, I
both.
can't take it. Yeah, I gotta say both, man.
Now I can feel you though. Like for real, that's a tough one to choose from. But since you said both of them, man, you know what I'm saying. It's a tosser. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go with shit. You can't never lose on a barbecue wing, man. So I'm gonna go with the barbecue wings. Like them hot wings. They got to be done right, the right way. Like you can't just go anywhere and go get a damn hot wing and it's right. But them barbecue wings on 70 to 90%, you gonna get a decent barbecue wing. But that hot wing is gonna either be too damn soggy or something. So that's why I'm gonna go with barbecue wings and started in bench hot wings. Um, bench or start, man. I don't even know how this got on here. This is I don't give a damn about either one of these. But bench or start, best man or loving basketball, man. Which one you going with?
So the what's crazy is loving basketball. I'm not really. I like it, but I just is it. I don't know if I have to choose one of the two. I'm gonna go best man just because best man was so original and funny, and it had super batted. I mean, beautiful tenderloins in that mug. You know, Nia Long was looking real scrumptious
Real spicy.
and man, oh, she was looking so bomb in that when she came to the door and Tay Diggs sucker Bob.
Yeah.
What is that smell? And she slapped the shit out of that nigga, man. He was supposed to beat them buns down, but he was in love with Sinead. Hey, she cold too.
She
So
is.
he couldn't lose either way. But nonetheless, that's why I gotta go with Best Man. It was an original movie. It was something new. It just it resonated a little different than Love and Basketball. Just like I said, Omar Epps hooping is just cornball. Like he just didn't look. She looked at Coder as a hooper than he did, and that just didn't. It just didn't look right to me.
I can feel you. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna double down with you on the best man, and I'm gonna tell you, you just took the words out of my mouth. Them niggas could not hoop. Like if you go back and you watch the movie, you like, man, these niggas cannot hoop. That's why they was flashing back and forth so much because they didn't want to let you see niggas ball handling and none of that shit. They was like, hey, these niggas
Man,
is
brother looked at
bums.
stiff,
Yeah, they
man.
was bums. But I like both movies is decent. Don't get me wrong. The plot on Love and Basketball is always tops, but it ain't that shit ain't about no basketball. That shit about love. So Best Man, it had the creation of more top actors and actresses in there. So I'm gonna give it to them because I liked the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Bench your start. Nikola Jokic or Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh man, you are. This was an easy one, man. Came the dream, man. Elijah one was the truth. Joker was he's cold and he's 1-1, but I still think Elijah one would have gave him everything he wanted and then some. And I think Elijah one would be able to lock him up. So
Yeah.
because you got to think, I just think with the era of Elijah one was in, you still had Patrick Ewing, you had
Shaq.
uh Shaq, you had David Robinson. Hey, how
Right.
you doing? You had I mean, who else? Dang, I'm missing somebody. Dikembe Mutombo. You
Matumbo.
had I mean, you just had that was the era of the bigs. So,
Facts.
you know, the competition level was on a night to night basis was different. For the Joker, he's out here eating Rudy Gobert up. Like, come on, Rudy Gobert is as good as a bench player back then. He wouldn't even have been off the bench. He might have been the third center off the bench back in the day.
Facts. He probably wouldn't have been starting on no squad back then.
That's what I'm saying. He might have been just clapping and high fiving niggas all game. Like that, you know what I mean? The goofball that is just on the bench just because. You know what I mean? Because you need that type of in case of some shit pop off and your center, you know, you go against Shaq or David Robinson and they get in foul trouble. You need to throw somebody out there to give up 6 fouls. That's what Rudy would have been. So yeah, man, like that's why I got to start Elijah one. That sealed it right there. That analogy that I mean that how I just put it
Man.
together, that whole take, because that's real talk. Like the competition was just so elite when he was in the league versus what Joker's going against. Man, he's eating it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Who's he going against in the West at center? Think about
They
it.
don't
Just
need
think about it right now. Who is he got to go against that we're like,
man.
oh, maybe Wemby, but he got Wemby by about 120 pounds.
Yeah, and see that's where I was gonna go with it, but you kind of like took everything I was gonna say and you bunched it all in one and like that's the whole creme de la creme, like nigga back in the day, like you like I said, like nigga, like you said, my bad. Jojic would have struggled with Shaquille
What?
O'Neal. He would have struggled with Elijah Wan. He would struggle with David Robinson, Patrick
David.
Ewing, Mutombo. He probably would even struggle with damn near Dennis Rodman, nigga. Like, let's be real.
What?
Like, Dennis Rodman would have been
Man,
grilling him. He wouldn't have had no space, no opportunity to do shit. And them
in
boys
his
was way
pockets,
rougher. They was way more like
physical.
physical with it. Um, and
They would have had another center just to give him them hard 6 fouls, like I said.
yeah, and then I think the most important thing that you said that you didn't summarize is that everybody in the league right now is lean as hell, so it ain't no true centers. So they like how the
Mm.
power forwards were back in the day. They kind of like how Tim Duncan and how Garnett and shit is like Antonio McDyess. They little, they ain't really no, you know what I'm saying? Bulky
Girth,
guys,
ain't it?
yeah, girth pause like a motherfucker, but
Pause.
you know what I'm saying? That's for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Cause like he said, when you 40 plus, man, we don't give a damn about the pause. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna have to start Elijah one like you said. And he played with Barkley, so man, you know what I mean? I'm gonna always go with the home team for sure. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna bench Jojic. Bench your start, man. Garlic bread or cheddar biscuits, nigga. Which one?
Say it one more time.
Garlic bread or cheddar biscuits, nigga. Which one?
Oh man, that's a no brainer, man. You got to go with them cheddars, man. Them cheddar biscuits, man. You can make them at the crib, or you can get them at Red Lobster, preferably the lobster, because they make them how they make them, and them bugs come out good and hot and fresh. And man, you be crushing them joints. Them mugs is fire. So I'm gonna definitely have to start them over just regular old garlic bread. You can get that 1,000 different ways. It still ain't gonna be better than no cheddar biscuit.
I'm gonna have to double down with you. I normally don't agree with you on every damn thing, but damn, it's like it's just too easy. Like I do like garlic bread. We niggas like with the spaghetti, you gonna get the garlic bread, but like on the hey man, you can't miss out on them cheddar biscuits though. Them cheddar biscuits is always gonna come through like clutch because they like one of those things you don't get on a regular basis. So when you do, you be like, damn, these bitches going hard. Paul, I mean, excuse my French. So with that being said, we gonna start the cheddar biscuits. Bench your start the 9-7 Atlanta Hawks or the 2004 Timberwolves. Like that's easy as hell. Easy.
Oh man, that's easy work, man. That's the T Wolves all day, even though we had Irvin Johnson.
Nigga, they had Greg Anderson, Mookie Blaylock, nigga, Allen Henderson, Steve Smith, Christian Leitner, and Mutombo.
They would have got busy on us, but we would have got them just off of KG. Couldn't have Matumbo, Christian Leitner, they would have got ate up, barbecue chicken. But we still had Irvin Johnson, so he would have been good. He'd have been good enough to keep Matumbo at bay on offense. He had a little bit more offense back then, but not
Damn,
much.
we had Irvin Johnson in. Damn, that's crazy work. Shit. You right, nigga. I had to go look. I'm like, no, we didn't. Yeah, we did. But we had the Candy Man over there, cuz. You better quit playing,
Oh, we
nigga.
had your candy man. Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
had
So we
Ola
was
with Candy.
straight.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, we was straight.
we
Did we
had
have Joe Johnson? I mean Joe Smith?
Joe Smith. Nah, we ain't have Joe Smith that year. We had Latrell Sprewell. We had Sam Cassell, Trenton Hassel, Oliver
But he was
Miller,
yeah.
Quincy Lewis. Damn, Quincy was over there. I forgot about that. Mark Madison, Gary Trent. That's who it was. We had Gary Trent, Irvin Johnson, and Troy
Okay, we
Hudson,
had Big Gary Trent.
and Wally Zerbiak.
We had Big and Wally.
Wally was so terrible when it came down to the clutch moments. Oh my God.
Man, because he couldn't play no D, man. They would just ISO him. I remember Rick Fox gave him everything he wanted and then some. I'm like, man, you let Rick Fox bust you up.
We was an old squad then, even though KG was still kind of young, but them niggas, all them other niggas was old. But I'm gonna have to double down with you, man. That's easy. Like the Hawks, they wasn't really about nothing. So, and I'm from Minnesota, so you know what I'm saying. I was watching them games for real then, like all them
Right.
shits. So, you know, I thought we had a chance to win it in '04, man. So, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the Timberwolves, man. We wasn't shit either, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna move on to the TBQs, the throwback questions. So, um, all right, I'm gonna ask you this, man. What store did you go to back in the day when you first got some money as a kid? Like, what was your go to?
It depends on what age. So when I got old enough to really understand money and go to and it was Toys R Us, man.
Oh, he was going to get it.
Toys R Us, man. Oh man, I was going to get it, man. Don't let me get a hot 10 piece or a dub. I'm getting some type of action figure or or some toy, or if I got enough a dub and somebody, my aunt, mom, or my auntie, or somebody want to add another dub to my 20 and I could give me a video game. I give me a Nintendo game because you remember you could get them at Toys R Us too. Like
Facts.
Toys R Us was that spot. Like when we was a shorty, that's how you was a real old head if you know about Toys R Us.
Right. If you don't know about Toys R Us, nigga, you ain't been there.
You ain't a real old head. You don't remember seeing kids have full fledged heart attacks because they
Panic
ain't gonna
attacks.
get nothing up out of there.
No, you can't get nothing. Sit your ass down. That was the
Man,
conversation.
they would Toys R Us used to let you play with stuff. So that would really get you
Facts.
super animated and oh, I want it.
That's facts. See, for me, it was when I first got some bread as a kid. It was two spots I went to. I either went to Shinder's to go get some damn cards, or we was at Funko Land. Cause like you said,
Oh
Funko Land
yeah,
was
Funko Land. That
Funko
was
Land was
another spot.
yeah, that Funko Land was like Toys R Us. You could play the game. Like you go up there and play the game, you be like, oh hell yeah, I'm finna buy it. I'm finna buy this today. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we used to spend, man. I spent every penny I had on basketball cards. nigga, or on the video game. So shout out to Funko Land, man.
Yeah, shout out, man.
That's where I went to go get my first little PlayStation, nigga, from Funko Land on everything.
I could dig it. I could dig it. I think I got mine from Circuit City.
Oh yeah, you went to go get the new boy. I went to go get the used boy. Let me get that used. There was like 200 bets.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What artist? What artist? Music artist? Which death hit you the hardest from music artists?
Man, that's a great question, man. I would have to say, and it's only because I think it's just more recency bias, and it's been so many years since Pac and Biggie passed. But I had to say Nip.
Damn, you man, nigga don't give me no space to say nothing. I got to agree with everything this nigga say. Shit.
You my
Damn.
brother, man.
I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. But I'm a, since he used Nip, because that's who I was gonna use. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely hit hard. I guess the other person I would say that was like that for me too, even though he wasn't as, he was just kind of getting there. Was Triple X Tentacion, man. He was right there. So, that kind of hit hard too, man. Even though like Nip was more of a philanthropist, like that was really my one that I was gonna go to, but I just don't want to agree on all of them, so I had to switch it up. So Triple X Tentacion for me. All right, man.
I can dig it.
We gonna end it off with Neef. He gonna drop a nug on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So Neef, man, my question for you, my nug that I want you to drop on them is, what's the most underrated piece of wisdom you live by every single day?
It's a great one, and it's something that my mom has told me since I was a little boy, man. And I say it to everyone, and it just never fails, man. Always go with your first mind. And that's in anything that you have any type of decisiveness, like you're thinking about it, you're like, whatever your first mind told you to do, that's what you should go with. And that's usually gonna steer you in the right direction. And that's all,
Thanks.
goes off of spirituality and just believing that God will never give you that mindset to do something that he doesn't want you to do. And that's kept me out of a lot of bad situations in life, just by going with my first mind on things. And then I learned the hard way by not going with my first mind and being like, damn, man, I knew I should have just went with I knew I should have, and we all can agree we've done that more than once. And that's just you just being stubborn.
Oh, you probably done that more than going with your first mind, being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. We all do it. We all second guess ourselves. But then, like I said, when it does go the wrong route and you done second guess yourself, you're like, oh man, I should have listened to what was saying, what I thought. And yeah.
That's facts. All right, man. Well, Neef just dropped a nug on y'all, man. Y'all start going with your first damn mind, man. And that's just the real facts. But
Man.
before we get up out of here, man, Neef, man, hit him with something, man. And I'm gonna close out.
Man, you already know, man. Like I always try to end out, man. Continue to stay safe. God bless. And most importantly, stay encouraged.
That's facts. Y'all stay encouraged, man. It's the Bench My Podcast. We got to go pay some damn bills, man. I'm your boy, Broadway Beats, man. I got your boy with me, Neef, a.k.a. Mr. Perk, man. And we going to catch y'all next
Yes, sir.
Wednesday. We started a little bit late this week, you know what I'm saying? Next week, we might be back at 7:30 or 7 o'clock. Either one, man. Y'all just stay locked in and be ready, man, because y'all already know we going to be ready to give y'all some more sports and let y'all know what the hell done happened in the playoffs. So until next time, we out of here.